in my faith today.
I'm falling off the edge today.
I am just a man, not superhuman.
I'm not superhuman.
Someone save me from the hate. It's just another war, just another family
I'm
torn.
falling from my faith today.
Just a step from the edge, just another day in the world we live. I need a hero to save me now. I need a hero.
Save me
I need a hero to save my life. A hero will save me.
Is it recording? Blood, sweat, tears. These are the words that comes to mind when you think of fighting. But we're not savages or something, you know. We are fighting is our passion. It's way of our life.
It's Austin, 5'7", 145 pounds. I'm a Muay Thai fighter, just beginning, got 3 months in. Muay Thai like changed my life. Got a lot of stress, it's gone, you know. Area I didn't came from, I didn't grow up in like East Orange, Newark, New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Very like poverty stricken, very like stressful. So this takes a lot of that stress away from me and stuff like that. A lot of trouble that I was getting in on the street. You know, I could just come here and do the things, work out, exercise, I could even fight and spar. And still have friends at the end of the day, don't get in trouble or nothing. Spiritually, I'm starting to be inclined with a lot of stuff now that I wasn't before. So I'm meeting a lot of nice new people now too. The teachers, he's great. Chris is great. Chris Tron is great, and like teaching us everything and stuff. I've developed, and like a real quick time I've developed. You know, he's trying to get me to fight soon. Like I'm gonna take him up on that challenge too. Hopefully in July I'll be ready and stuff like that. But like mentally, physically, I feel on top of the world right now, you know? I used to be like a real heavy smoker, drinker. I've been clean for like 7, 8 months now, training like real hard, you know what I mean? And I love it, can't complain about it, I love it.
How old are you? 60 years old. I actually started fighting boxing when I was in the service back in 1969. I fought for 4 years in the service, came out, I fought a little bit of amateur, but got married and I couldn't hack all the training and working 10 hours a day, so I stopped. But I was born and raised on the streets of Newark, so it's always been in my blood. You know, you're a product of your environment. And the truth is, it's a little bit of an ego booster when a 60-year-old man starts throwing around a 25-year-old kid and, you know, flips his ass. So.
In Thailand, see, there's very less education. A lot of people are poor in Thailand. So what would people, most of the kids, or when they grow up, what they do with it, that they make fighting as a profession since childhood. And as they grow up, they continue. And it's the way of life and way of making money and way of bringing the food to home. You win fight, you get food on table. You get money to buy food on table. You lose, you get less money to get less food on table. And you know, guy that I had one fight in Thailand, and the guy that I fought in Thailand was, I don't know what happened to me, but I think my faith in God helped me in the ring. But he was hard. He was there to kill me because he was fighting for food on his dinner table for him and his family. And somehow I survived, and I think, I guess, as I said, my God was with me, or that's why, and that's all I can say.
I'm actually doing it like for the workout because it's a crazy workout. I didn't think it was this hard before, but it's really hard. But I also do it just to keep in shape. I like to stay active. But it's also, for me, like to work out like this is also good for the mind and body.
A lot of fighters actually are starting to incorporate weights, not only just body weight, push-up, pull-ups. They're starting to use, kind of like Olympic-style lifting, which is what I do. A lot of cleans, snatches, powerlifting movements, pretty much. Like I said, after I started Muay Thai and I dropped down to 190, I prepared for my fight, got up to 170, got hurt, couldn't fight. Went back up to 190, and then I found Coach Chris, started training with him back in about a year ago. And thanks to him, I dropped down again to 180, and I feel pretty good. I usually do Muay Thai 3 times a week, weight training about 4 times a week. I just recently got into CrossFit, which is pretty, you can pretty much incorporate that into anything you do. It's a great fitness routine for a fighter, for anybody pretty much. Of course, if you want to train hard, you also got to eat right. By eating right, you got to find what works for you. There's many different diets out there. The one thing is you're going to be spending a lot of calories when you're training. Okay, not only do we do a lot of bag work, a lot of pad work, a lot of mitt work and all that, a lot of sparring. We also do conditioning. You got to make sure that you're actually replenishing your body with the correct nutrients. You're going to have to take a good amount of protein. Some people feel that they need to increase their amount of animal proteins. For the vegans out there, they like to get their proteins from other sources. Either way, you have to make sure you're replenishing your body with carbohydrates for energy and protein to help, recuperate, help you recover. If you combine those along with training, and whether that's your fight training, you're gonna get in shape.
If you come in here without no good diet, then you're not gonna move the way you want to move. You're not gonna be as quick as a person that eats fried food and as a person that eats healthy food. You're not gonna be as quick. You're gonna feel like French fries and a hamburger. You know what I mean? Supposed to somebody who eat healthy, they gonna feel healthy. I stopped eating a lot of fried foods. I don't eat fast food no more. I'm big on the salad. I put a little grilled chicken. I cheat sometimes, you get hungry and stuff like that. But I've been a slim dude like all the time. Like my weight has always been like 145, 135 or whatever. So I don't really gain weight. You know what I mean? So my diet has always been good. My diet has always been good.
As far as my diet goes, I started something called the paleo diet, which is, I just started this, is fairly new for me, so I really can't say if it's going to work or not. It's basically eating like a caveman, vegetables, all raw foods, all organic. So when I mean raw, I don't mean uncooked meats. I just mean raw vegetables, raw fruits, a lot of lean meats, chicken, fish, pretty much like the caveman ate. I've been doing that for about two months now. Got leaner from it, stronger, feel more energy with it. First few weeks were rough since I wasn't taking any grains, which I'm used to, like breads, pastas. Once my body got used to burning fat for energy, everything became much easier.
I train like 6 to 7 hours a day. I run 20 miles a day, 10 in the morning, 10 in the evening. I do my bag work about 1 hour continuously hitting the bag, 500 knees, 500 kicks, punches. I need endurance for that. And so in the end of the day, what my point is that I'm tired of sparring, of running, this and that. If I'm not on a healthy diet, if I'm not eating healthy, then I would not recover fast. I gotta eat according to my training. If I'm training 6 to 8 hours a day, I gotta have a very good diet. For example, best recovery would be oatmeal. I gotta eat a boiled oatmeal. I wake up every morning, I boil a oatmeal without any sugar or anything in it. Just a water, oatmeal, boil and eat. Gives you a lot of endurance. for recovery, I eat grilled chicken or steamed chicken, not a fried chicken, nothing. For me, I gotta recover fast, chicken. I don't take any protein shakes or any kind of supplements, pure chicken. And that gives me recovery very fast because chicken has 99.9% of glycogen, and that's what most of our muscles are made of. I mean, they're tired, they need that. So you eat chicken, vitamins, milk is good, skim milk is very good.
Fight, it's part of the training, okay? Because when you fight, you learn much more. You learn to face your fear. You learn how to face victory. You learn how to face loss. And when you get in a fight, I mean in a match, a ring to fight, you just go there to prove something for you, not for everybody. You don't go there to beat the guy. You just go there to check your technique, to see how you're doing, if you train really good, if not, that's it.
Well, if you want to get in the ring, it's very important that if you're going to be a fighter, anyone could start training. Anyone could join a gym and start training. But if you want to take it to the next level and step in the ring, or even just become a better fighter, there's a few things you have to do first. A, you need to kind of lower your pride a little bit, all right? And just realize that it's not about going in there and, especially when you're training, and knocking somebody out or showing how strong you are, showing how tough you are. It's about going in and being humble, watching and learning those that are better than you, listening to your instructors. In my opinion, the most important thing that anyone could do when they start out is learning technique. You have to learn the technique. You have to perfect the technique. There's no use throwing power. It's no use just going in there and throwing bombs left and right if you don't work on your technique. The only way to work on your technique is to take things slow. Watch videos, record yourself, you know, and just watch it, okay? Even if you're a little bit overweight or whatever, a little bit underweight, and you're just joining Muay Thai just to become healthier, or doing MMA to become healthier, you know, the training technique is the first thing you must do.
Jab, back leg cross, and left hook. Wide left hook, okay? I want you to slip the jab, slip the cross, go under the hook.
It's all technique. If you there's a saying that if you know Bruce Lee is, he was a very philosophical man, and what he said was, when you are a layman looking at martial arts, you see a kick is just a kick, a punch is just a punch, but it's not. Once you start training, it becomes very complex, and then when you become really good, you become a veteran of it, then it goes back to being just a kick and a punch. Why? Because you become so refined that it comes out instinctively. You understand? So technique is all important. Otherwise, anybody could do it.
I like the competitiveness, but it's not really like a street fight when you're in there. It's kind of like more thinking. So.
Number one, a fighter is known differences between good fighters, or you can say a champion and who's not a champion, who just fought a champion. The major difference between them is technique, because both of them, they worked hard. The conditioning level is up there. You know, running, a lot of running, a lot of lifting, a lot of cardio, a lot of training, but technique is the difference between them, and that's why with the technique you see a lot of fighter win and some fighter lose, because the differences between their techniques, and then everything else falls under. But technique, I would say, number one.
Pick it up. That's it, come on. A little speed, little speed, little speed. Come on, there you go, that's it, there you go. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Breathe.
It's hard, like if you have a girlfriend and she has to understand, like it's almost like 9 o'clock, I'm at the gym now, and tomorrow it's the same thing, it's Saturday, it's the same thing, and Sunday I'm tired, just want to sleep, so it's you know, that's the way personally, that's how I affect my personal life, you know, in relationships. I had girlfriends that I could not, I had to break up because they wouldn't understand my style of life. I don't think it's negative, it's just the thing is a way to filter the kind of person that you're going to be with, you know. You eventually have, if you really dedicate to this kind of sport, with sport in general, you might as well distribute someone who is dedicated as well as you are. You know, it just really is a way to filter the right person to your life. Unbelievable how like fighting developed like a fighting world. You develop a really strong relationship, like loyalty, respect. It's beyond just like having a friend from college, you know, that you go party, that you go drinking. It's not the same bonding, you know, when you're fighting, you're sweating, you're bleeding, it's a different connection than going out to a bar and hanging out with your friend. It's not the same thing. It's more than a friendship.
My wife is very understanding, and she knows that this is all I have. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about hanging out, going out with my friends, anything like that. And this is I'm building something, you know. I'm building a team, a camaraderie, a group of guys who are very, very passionate about something, and we're all like brothers, you know. They would do anything for me, I would do anything for them. And that's what, it's not only about learning this art, it's about the family that we're in, the group, you know.
Since childhood, my social life was my family. You know, my family is very important to me. Spending time with my mom, dad, my brother Miraj, my uncle, my cousins. That's social life for me. Friends, I have very few friends, childhood friends. Never made new friends in college. In and out, back to training. You know, life was very busy, and I was never interested in that kind of life. Never been into a relationship. Not interested in, you know, in relationship, or I wouldn't say I'm not interested in girls, but I just know that starting to get into that, and then I don't have time for that. So what will happen in the end? It just doesn't make so. For me, this is a way of my life, and I'm completely happy with it, the way I am. And social life, I would say everyone should have a social life in life, I believe. So Facebook is very helpful. I keep in touch with a lot of high school friends, a lot of college friends through Facebook. And that's just my social life right there, you know.
If you meet any skilled fighter out there, they tend to be the most peaceful guys, especially in Muay Thai. The community that we're in, even all the fighters that I fought, they're all my good friends. I mean, we once we get in the ring together and we go through that process, that the violence that most people see, it's actually a brotherhood the bond that we're building. There's a lot of respect that gets built up once you face someone or you train with them every day. Well, I always ask what their goal is when they come here. And I try, it's almost like an interview, because a lot of people, it's like a New Year resolution. Everybody makes them, but a lot of people don't go through it. So a lot of people come here and they think that it's this easy or that, you know, and a lot of times they find it's not what they're looking for because it's too much work, it's too much commitment. So it really is up to the individual.
It's been worth it a lot. Probably passing the month, I've been picking up a lot of different techniques. Also, my cardio's gone up a lot too, so I really enjoy doing it.
There's no aggression. There's no need. I feel like this is the first time like I felt like a citizen in a long time. I feel good. I feel a part of the world. I feel a part of a new family.
I wish that this was around when I was 15 years old, 14 years old. This is something that I would have loved to have done. I started it at like 59, you know.
Do it when I was 6 years old. I wouldn't wait until I was 16. I was just doing it when I was 4, 5, 6 years old. And it was just do it earlier. So I wouldn't change anything.
So you just keep doing it over and over again?
I want to do the rest of my life.